One chance, one swing. If you miss, it's over. If you clicked on this video, my assumption is that you want to get better at Venom. The first thing that I can tell you is it's pretty easy. With Venom, before we get started, I want to go over a few techs or tricks that you can utilize in your own gameplay that will make a lot of these rollouts a lot simpler. The first thing I want to touch on is when you're playing Venom, it's something that I like to call following your swing. And when you're using his swing, you're going either to the left or to the right. If you want to make it around and maximize the amount of swing that you're able to get, you want to try to follow that swing in the same direction as you're going. One thing that I would like to touch on is swing momentum and how when you swing, if you let go at a certain point in your swing, you're able to carry that momentum from Venom's swing and pretty much use that to shoot yourself across the map. While you're flying through the air, something that you can do to adjust the angle at which you want to dive at is by air strafing. When you're trying to air strafe, just hang in the air and push either left or right on your movement keys, and your character should go either to the left or to the right. One thing that I neglected to mention at the start of the video to not freak you out is the tech called bunny hopping. So basically what you want to do to bunny hop is either bind your jump button to your scroll wheel or another comfortable binding that you're able to press in a rather rapidly succession. So every time that your character lands, you're able to jump again and potentially set up for a slam. Welcome to my Venom rollout guide. I hope you enjoy. So on this map, I'm pretty sure when you're playing Venom, if you attach to this part of the building, you can get straight back to the fight. I wonder though if you can get onto that though. Let me see if I can go back and try to get up there. Might be a little bit different. Might need to grab. I'm somewhere higher. Just so your trajectory is, yeah, it's like up higher. You don't even need to dive at that point. And then you could just use your dive for that. That's actually a lot better. Let me practice that one more time. So I think I was about like here when I attached, and I want to say I attached about just there. Yeah, I feel like if you can get that consistently, it's gonna be really, really strong. Let me try on this side. Can I get over this? Maybe. I'm thinking I can probably swing over top of that. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe there's like a different spot that I can grapple onto, like up here. Nope. Okay, we figured it out. Interesting. So you need like a shorter, I'm assuming shorter web swing. Keep calling it a web swing. What's the actual name? The Venom swing. I'm just gonna call it a web swing. So you need like a shorter web swing. So you probably go to the middle of this building. I think that's where it was. Then you go up high and then you're able to just get across. It's actually really strong because like you don't even expose yourself a lot of the time. When you're trying to get back to a point, you're gonna be coming around one of these corners and you're probably gonna have like a Punisher just shooting you. You might need to break that bridge though, I'm thinking. Yeah, so as you're coming out of this spawn door, you can grab onto this underpass archway and use it to swing yourself through and onto this point right here. You wanna try to strafe mid-air when you're using your swing in the air. So like that, you're strafing to the left, so you can reposition for the correct or proper dive, so you don't hit anything, or so you're more accurate with your dive. So what I have discovered is if you grab this part of the underpass, it allows you to get through the underpass a little bit more cleanly. But you kind of have to walk a little bit past your spawn so you can attach to it. and it just allows you, especially when you're strafing mid-air, to kind of position at least probably that area, but you can kind of contest the entire street with that one. Let's try from the offensive side, trying to get back to point. This one probably come down here. I'm thinking probably grab somewhere on the building. I want to be able to reach from like right here, so like probably grabbing onto there, and yeah, you're able to just swing back to point or anywhere on this road. So one that I discovered when you're running back from this spawn point right here is you can attach to this part of the building and essentially get on top of this roof if it's not broken, and use that to dive into anywhere on the point essentially. Let me see how far I can actually dive into the point. Okay. Yeah, so like if you jump and strafe mid-air, you can kind of reposition to get a better angle for a little bit more centralized onto the point. Let me see if I can do one for more into the point. Probably we're gonna have to start your swing from like in here somewhere. Probably like under the underpass maybe. Yeah, and you're kind of back here. I wonder if there's one that I can discover where you don't even have to use your dive for. You can kind of just swing your way into it. Yeah, and you're back here. You don't even have to use your dive, so you can like run up a wall and you see a healer and then just dive them, essentially. I'm also on my alt account. That's why I'm getting fucking reminders on how to play Venom, even though I have like 60 hours on this character. All right, let's try for some defensive spots. Usually spawning out of one of these doors. Probably run out the door. Grab that. Nope. Get caught on that. Run out here. Grab this. Nope. Maybe I can get back to here with that. It's not really clean though, in my opinion. You want something that you don't really bump into. I feel like you're just gonna bump into everything regardless. That could be good. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect a lot of the time. You just gotta not be able to crash into shit. See if I can do that or recreate it from the other side. Yeah, that's not bad, honestly. It just kind of depends on how your swing carries you. See if we can do one for probably coming back through here and maybe landing like right there, potentially. Running through here, probably grab the corner. It'll like swing you upwards and up and over. Then you can just dive onto wherever you want, essentially onto the street. Maybe we can get one for like down there. I can grab one of the sign maybe. I mean, that's kind of extreme, but that's really cool that you can do that. But I'm gonna need more Venoms. Yeah, so the guy, bro, I think he literally like grabbed this. And bro, flew. Let me try it for this side of the map. I'm thinking like if you're able to, oh, it sounds kind of pointless, but like a rollout, if you're able to like make it up here, and probably use this building to get back here quickly. But I want to find something quicker. Okay, so if the building's fucked up, you can get into this little room. I think, honestly, I think my favorite is probably that one right there. And I'm wondering. Yeah, that right there, that is awesome. Let me go try that again. So what did I even grab? This is also a factor too that you could add. Like you could probably go on the jump pad, grab that, and you're on the roof right now, and you're able to just jump, or you're able just to just use your dive to engage this other spawn when you're trying to get back to the point. Okay, that's a sick rollout. Yeah, you're able to like swing back and like you don't even if you do it to the point where you kind of like let your web take you, you don't even need to use your dive. When you're playing him, when you're using your swing, the direction that you're wanting to go is the direction that you want to like move your mouse in. So when I'm going to the right there, I'm kind of pushing my mouse to the right. If I wanted to go to the left, I would push my mouse to the left almost. All right, so one that I found for offense on this portion of the map is when you're running out right here, you can grab this part of the building and follow your swing all the way around until you're able to get back to the point right here. It's a pretty simple one. I'm gonna try to find one that might be a little bit better or might allow us to get onto the roof from our spawn door. Probably gonna have to grab onto one of the corners, I'm assuming. Okay, one that I found just now is when you're coming out of your spawn door, you can grab this part of the wall and try to use your mouse to follow to the left. All right, let's do it. And you can strafe mid-air to pretty much get to whatever part on this strip that you can. And you're like essentially back on the cart if you were like trying to go contested again. Probably like grab like this light post. Ooh, wait. I wonder if you can get through that doorway. Hold up. If I grab that light post. That is okay. For this rollout, I'm gonna try to get through that little door frame by the attack cart. I'm gonna try to grab onto the crystal and swing upwards. Just so you're able to clear this part of the building. So if you don't swing upwards, you're gonna end up clipping the top of the building. And then let's try to get one for, let's say the middle of the car. It's probably an easy one. You can probably grab anywhere on this building. Let's go for the corner of the building. And it probably just allows us to get back to wherever we want on this street if we do that one. I feel like if you're gonna do something, you want to make sure the structure doesn't break or it's not breakable. Just literally grabbing that and following your swing will allow you to get back on point instantly. That's so strong. Probably like something like this. That's probably like a bridge that literally just naturally breaks when you're playing this game. Now for point 2 defending, you'll spawn out of these doors and make it back to that cart with the door actually closed is kind of tricky, I would say. Because you either probably want to do something where you b-hop through that door frame, or you make it up there with your swing and then you're able to dive from the balcony. Yeah, it's a little awkward. But yeah, you kind of get the gist of it. Let me try for that, for this side where I was talking about earlier.
So close. This is your big chance.
You get back up here and then you're just able to climb up this wall and dive back on the point. Okay, for this convoy, when it gets to this end part, like right here, grab this and then you're back. Because to me, it seems like you're not able, unless you break this wall, which I'm trying to avoid breaking walls. It might be hard. Might be able to do something like that and dive over that railing. Did you spawn right here? Can you just grab this? Yeah, if you don't fucking badonk your head. Bro, the amount of times I badonk my head with Venom, feel bad for this man. Probably got brain damage. And you're back, baby, and we back. I like that. The other one you could probably do is something like this. And you're back. That is a great rollout. Oh, wow. I'm back, baby! What's up with it? I didn't even know I could do that. Wow. Nah, that's a game changer. This is a game changer. That is amazing. Oh my god. Nah, okay. Let me try from offense now to get to that point from the offensive side. There's got to be an easy way. Let me see if I can swing on this. Okay, there's a barrier there. I'm glad I tried this in one of these games. What's poppin', motherfuckers? That was a really nice swing now. I gotta do it on things that aren't breakable. Fortunately, that is breakable, but who's gonna break that? Nobody breaks that shit. But let me try it on the building. Dude, that's sick. Getting back to point from this defensive spot. Might be I feel like grabbing one of these windows. And you're back. That's actually really good. That's really strong. What about from this door frame? I'm thinking that corner. Yep. So the corner of the underpass. Again, you're trying to like maximize your swing by using your analog stick or your mouse and moving it in the direction of which you want to swing towards. So I think it's like just about like when you're coming out of here. You're gonna fall off this ledge and grab this. Pops you under the bridge. You use that momentum to strafe to the right. And then it allows you to dive back to the point. Probably coming to the corner, grabbing that. And you're back. So essentially where the doors are opening. Now, this is the next one that we can try.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
You can use this one. You'll probably find a much better one though, I'm assuming. Guarantee you I could find a much better one. If I grab that guy though, I can like look in one way and I'm able to have much more control. Where did I even grab it from, like right there? Running back. Grab that. Nope. You want to be able to, I think, swing underneath there. So it probably needs to be lower, I'm assuming.
Only 60 seconds left.
Let's try for in here. Could be better. Probably want to be able to swing cleanly through here. Might need a different angle. Yeah. Hang in the air for a little bit, you don't instantly dive. It's also a tech that a lot of people don't know with Venom. Like when you're swinging, you can use your swing and you can kind of just use that swing momentum to just strafe in the air side to side. Alright, roll out for this defending side. Let's go. I'm right back here. There's no shot you do it from here. I'm gonna be honest. You probably want to come to like here, grab this, go through here, and you're back. If you don't like bump into shit like I did, you're probably able to do it a little bit quicker. Again, like when you're using your swing, you want to be able to hang in the air and use that hang time to just use your momentum to just strafe to one side. This one's pretty easy. You kind of just run out of spawn and grab the corner of the building and use that. I'm wondering if there's a better one. Okay, I like that. I like what I'm discovering so far.
Only 60.
So B-hop is basically you're trying to like carry your momentum forward. Like little things like that just like could get you away from getting shot at. Right, let me try a rollout to get back to like this point when you're on defense. You spawn in this room over here. Come out here. Is there a way that you can do it? That would be good to get back to here if this was open, but more than likely it's not gonna be open.
30 seconds.
No time to waste.
Be attached to there. This portion of the map when you're coming back. What a rollout. Okay. Oh, that's even better. Dude, you don't even have to dive. What? What if you're defending and you have to get back to this car? It's like right about there. First question, do you break this? Because you spawn back here. Pretty sure, yeah. This is your spawn point. So you're probably going to want something that's just going to allow you to B-hop through that door. You're going to need to do it a little bit lower. And let go. Hit my B-hop too early. I'll show you again. Yeah, but you want it something low and you want to be able to release your web early. Don't hold on to it for too long. And use that momentum to like B-hop. I don't know if my B-hop's getting canceled on the staircase. It might be. But I'm gonna maybe try for that one over there. Maybe we can B-hop into there a little bit cleaner. Not that it really matters. But you're probably gonna want to grab up higher so you have a longer web swing to get around. Yeah. Okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And you can just get back to card play, just doing whatever you want. I think honestly, you probably want to save your swing for like your, because you can definitely, yeah, you can get back straight away. All right, here. Could be better. Could be a lot better. I'm thinking.
Only 60 seconds.
Maybe around the side of this this tree. Not bad. Can you make... I wonder if you could dive over this structure.
Down to 30 seconds.
Push poppin'. I'm getting stuck. I'm not sure. Ooh, what I could try is one where like the cart's over here or like right there. Right here or right there. And you're coming back from attacking. Like you're trying to push the attacking point. Grabbing into the corner right there. And then diving. Yeah. You're back. With that one. Is there one where you could do it sooner though, is my question. Can you make it over the top of this? All right, that answered my question. Wow.
Down to 30 seconds.
I didn't get enough momentum in my swing. I think it's all about too is like your momentum, like how much momentum you're able to give yourself when you're swinging. Yeah, like I swung slow right there. I wasn't gonna make it over it like I did the initial time. All right, we can start it from... We can start from this one. What's a good rollout from here? Grabbing this. I wonder if there's one where you can make it through that building. That would be ridiculous. Like making it through that gap. Probably the best one, I'm assuming. Like coming around the corner. Grabbing that. Bro, you gotta avoid this. It's a pretty good one, I would say. Ooh, hold up. There's a way where you're gonna be able to swing from this building and hit the point, guarantee you. Grab the top of it. Yeah, I need to carry my swing momentum over. So the three characters I remember playing with Overwatch are Junkrat, which kind of just mindlessly spammed. Kind of reminded me of Squirrel Girl. Played Tracer, fell off the map, didn't know what the f happened. Somehow teleported back onto the map with her. Still have that clip. And then one of them I was playing, I don't know, I think it was Moira, and I ended up killing a tank and I started teabagging them. And another tank just rolled up on me. They just, I don't know what tank it was. It was just rolling, just fucking booped me off the map and killed me. It was funny as shit. So you grab that top window. You can use it if you carry your momentum with your swing. Get back to that point. Was Wrecking Ball? Yeah. That definitely got hit by a fucking Wrecking Ball, it seemed. And you're back on the point, just fighting. I don't know who else I played. I think I might have played a tank. If she reminded me of the like the Penny Parker girl. Like she had like a big mech suit. Yeah, just knowing this rollout allows you to kind of contest an overtime point. All right, now for this rollout, when you're spawning right here and you're trying to make it back to that point about down there, run through here, can grab the door frame. You can use your swing's momentum to b-hop through the door. I'm thinking for this rollout, you probably grab like the corner of this and you're back on point. I'm trying to do this for points where I think the cart is normally contested. So like points like around here, like around here, like over here. Like things that I would expect to be contested. That's pretty instant. Is there a part of this building to grab onto? Okay. So if you're gonna swing through this door, you don't want to grab onto the right part of the door. I guess that makes sense because I'm pretty sure web comes out of your left arm. Yeah. So if you're going across your body, it's probably not going to work out that well. Then again, I think you try to push it out the right side. Yeah. So I guess it depends with what arm you're going to use to initiate the swing with, because it's your left or right arm every single time. I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. I literally thought it was just the same arm every single time. At least with Venom. I know with Spider-Man it's not. I'm gonna try to do one for right there. Right there for a contest, and like right here for a contest. Not here. Let's try the window. The window might be too far. Like we might be able to go for the second window, like that window, and be fine. Oh, did not want to go through there, but somehow we managed it. Also, we have the other side as well. I'll go for that upper window again. Yeah, that's a perfect one that can test the cart right here. Okay, let me do it for this one right here. Let's do that one. Yeah, that's easy. It's cash money. But we can also practice the attacking one. Like when you're coming from their spawn right here, you're running back. Yeah, if you aim that a little bit better, you're able to just land directly on the point, I think, right there. Don't even need to jump either. Yeah, like you'd be right back on the point contesting it in OT. Oh, okay. For a rollout for this map, there's got to be a way to get through that little gap. Okay, that makes it so much easier. That you can just use that building. That you can just use the corner of this building. You don't have to jump. You don't have to do anything. Probably to like about here. Grab that. Dive up. And then use that to dive into the little gap in the wall. Talk about offense. Dude, offense, you probably can go around the entire outside of the map. Watch. Yeah, and you're right here on point. Probably a better one though. I'm talking like you come out at spawn, you hit this shit on somebody, they're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck is this Venom on?
Only 60 seconds left.
What's poppin'? And you're on them already instantly. Instantly on their backline. Never knew that you could set up here, and this isn't breakable either. They can't break this, so you can use this as cover. You're ready to time your engage, and then you're just diving in. That's really strong. Okay, I can see it now. Grab that right there, carry your momentum forward, able to get straight back to the point. But I'm thinking that you can literally, if your momentum's right, you don't even have to dive for that point. We figured it out. Okay. Okay. So you have to let go of your web swing a little bit early. You can also get on top of here if you didn't know. So you jump with this. You do a jump swing. And grab here. And you come out this door. Jump swing, and it'll carry you to the point. You don't even have to dive. Oh wait, this is possible. All right, let's do one for this part. Can you sling around the outside of the map?
We'll be coming in 30 seconds.
Can you swing on the outside of this? Nope. Nope. Can't stand in there either. Can you get through here? I want to see if I can dive through that little gap. Okay. Not bad. Not my favorite. Maybe the easier side's this side when you're coming back. Probably going out here. Jumping. Grappling. Yeah, and you're back already. Like, you don't even need to dive at that point when you have that much momentum and it's just carrying you that fast. Yeah, you don't even need to dive. I mean, you can. It's just a way of getting back to the objective without having to use another cooldown. Venom's very like cooldown based. Like, you kind of really need to learn how to play around your cooldowns and maximize them. Or else you're probably just gonna be running in there like a meat shield and just getting clapped and wondering why you're getting erased. Alright, I like that. You can probably use that same one to get here as well. What about to this, like this last objective? Okay.
Down to 30 seconds.
All right, time to figure out this one. When you're coming back from this spawn, you're attacking. What do you grab? What is this? Nope, you go left and attach to the corner of the roof? Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Only 60 seconds.
I can see it now. And you're back here. That's so cool. You don't even have to jump for that either. You'll spawn like in this area right here and the cart is going to be pushing down there. Usually you'll spawn right here. Thinking with Venom, you come around the corner, you jump, you grab this. And you can probably b-hop to cart around the corner, grab that. And you're back here essentially. Just fighting back on point. So with this, probably run through here. Probably grab onto that. Yeah. And you're back here already. It's a really easy one actually. See the one for the top though. Say you want to get back up there. Probably use the same spot, low key. And you're back up here. When your team spawns back, you're running to the point. Or it's like a commonly contested spot. I think like right here. Right here, obviously. And probably deep into there as one. You spawn on this like little walkway. So you're gonna be running back and you're gonna be in here. Go attach there. Nope. Because this is gonna build up eventually, like when the cart comes through. That also is something I need to take into account. So when this building isn't rebuilt, you can run out this door and grab a hold of this archway and swing upwards and strafe to the left. And it's gonna allow you to get back to this point right here, or any point that's along here. Okay, so we're getting it to rebuild right now. So this is what it would actually look like in the game when cart starts to come through here. So you can probably, I'm thinking running around here, you grab the corner of this and you're just able to get back onto the cart right here. That's a really good one, I would say. But we might be able to get one from this door frame. Again, I think it's a little bit more difficult, in my opinion, to swing through door frames. So you can just like kind of make it in here and then either attach anywhere on here. It probably will be a good rollout. Yeah. Okay, I would say that's solid.
That's 60
Yo, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for your time, and I hope that this guide is a way for you to unleash your true potential as a Venom player. Also, if you have any free time and want to stop by my Twitch channel, I stream pretty much daily over on twitch.tv/Stunula, so make sure to drop a follow. The link is down below in the description.